You think you're eating healthy, granola, juice, whole wheat bread. But what if I told you these are the very foods speeding up your aging, cell by cell? That's not clickbait. That's the hard truth most people will never hear from food companies, health blogs, or even your own doctor. Every day, millions of people over 40 are trying to make better food choices. They ditch the soda, grab a cereal bar. They skip dessert, go for whole wheat toast. They drink fruit juice instead of cola, and they feel proud of that. But what they don't know is, these healthy choices are silently triggering the exact processes that make you look older, feel tired, and break down faster. Not in years, in weeks. It all comes down to something scientists call invisible inflammation, a low-grade, chronic fire inside your body that wears down your cells over time. Even if you feel fine, that inflammation can damage collagen, shorten telomeres, spike your insulin, and put your body into a biological stress mode. And guess what feeds that fire? Processed granola with added sugars. Fruit juice that spikes your blood sugar. Wheat bread that causes glycation damage in your skin and arteries. These are the foods we'll expose in this video. One by one, backed by peer-reviewed studies and medical experts who've studied aging for decades. Because here's the bottom line. You're not aging because of your genes. You're aging because of what you eat. If you're serious about aging slower, if you want to keep your skin firm, your brain sharp, and your energy strong well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond, hit the subscribe button now. This channel is where we uncover the truths that keep you young, naturally and scientifically. Now let's begin with the first food on the list. It's hiding in almost every healthy breakfast, and it's worse than a cookie. Let's start with granola, the food that screams healthy from every supermarket shelf. It's marketed as clean, natural, full of fiber, and perfect for breakfast. But if you flip the package and read the label, the truth is anything but clean. Most granola is packed with added sugars, inflammatory seed oils, and high glycemic fillers like honey-coated oats or puffed rice. Your body treats these just like candy. The average serving contains more sugar than a glazed donut, but thanks to whole grain or organic branding, people eat them guilt-free. Here's the science. When you consume excess sugar, especially refined sugars hidden in granola, your insulin levels spike. Repeated insulin spikes trigger a process called glycation, where sugar molecules bind to proteins like collagen. This damages your skin's elasticity, making wrinkles deeper and skin thinner. It also accelerates oxidative stress, aging your internal organs just as fast. But it doesn't stop at skin. That same granola bar, eaten daily, pushes your liver and pancreas into overdrive, producing inflammatory markers that age your cardiovascular system. Even low-sugar bars aren't safe. They usually use sweeteners like maltodextrin or high-fructose corn syrup, both linked to cellular aging and gut disruption. The worst part? Many people trying to be healthy actually increase their daily sugar intake through these bars and cereals, thinking they're doing their body a favor. You're literally starting your day with a metabolic punch to the face. If you want to slow down aging, the first thing you need to do is rethink your breakfast. Ditch the granola, skip the bars, and choose something that won't sabotage your cells before 10 a.m. Next up, the healthy drink that ages your brain faster than alcohol. And yes, it's in your fridge right now. Fruit juice is one of the biggest nutritional lies still lingering in modern kitchens. It's brightly colored, labeled with words like 100% natural, and often placed next to the organic section. But here's the hard truth. Even if it's freshly squeezed, fruit juice is aging you fast. Why? Because when you remove the fiber from fruit, all you're left with is a concentrated hit of fructose. And that's a problem. Fructose, especially in liquid form, doesn't trigger satiety like whole fruit does. So you consume more than your body can handle in one sitting. Once ingested, your liver gets flooded with fructose, which it immediately converts into fat, especially visceral fat around your organs. This leads to insulin resistance, which in turn causes chronic inflammation, the #1 driver of aging and age-related diseases. But it gets worse. High levels of fructose also deplete your body's magnesium, accelerate oxidative damage, and even increase the formation of uric acid, which is associated with brain aging and joint pain. People think fruit juice is a shortcut to nutrition, but it's more like a Trojan horse. It might deliver some vitamins, sure, but at the cost of mitochondrial stress, sugar crashes, and long-term metabolic damage. Even so-called cold-pressed juices, unless they're 90% vegetables, spike your blood sugar just like a soda. So if you're sipping orange juice every morning thinking you're fueling your body with antioxidants, think again. What you're actually doing is fast-tracking your cellular decline, one sweet sip at a time. In the next part, we expose one more health superstar that's lurking in your kitchen, and it's likely disguised as a salad booster. It's ironic. People reach for a bowl of greens hoping to support their health, only to unknowingly drench it in a substance that accelerates aging. We're talking about commercial salad dressings and so-called heart-healthy oils like canola and soybean. The truth is, these oils are highly refined, chemically processed, and loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. In small amounts, omega-6 is fine, but in the quantities found in modern diets, they throw your body into a state of chronic inflammation. Inflammation that silently damages your cells, breaks down collagen, and leads to early signs of aging. Wrinkles, stiff joints, brain fog. And it doesn't stop there. Many of these oils are oxidized before they even hit the shelves due to heat and light exposure during production. Once oxidized, they unleash free radicals in your body, damaging your DNA and speeding up cellular breakdown. Plus, most bottled dressings contain hidden sugars, preservatives, and artificial thickeners. Basically, everything your body doesn't need if you're trying to age gracefully. And yet, they sneak into healthy routines because the label says organic or low fat. The fix? Make your own dressing with extra virgin olive oil, lemon, and herbs. That way, your salad becomes a fountain of youth, not a Trojan horse for inflammation. Up next, a snack praised by fitness influencers but silently messing with your skin, hormones, and sleep. Stay tuned. They sit in your pantry labeled as clean, keto, or packed with protein. But the truth is, most protein bars are nothing more than glorified candy bars with better marketing. And while the word protein triggers a health halo effect, these bars often contain high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, hydrogenated oils, and preservatives, all of which contribute to oxidative stress, one of the main culprits of accelerated aging. Many of them also use low-quality protein isolates that your body doesn't even absorb efficiently, making the $20 protein label more of a gimmick than a benefit. Worse, the sugar alcohols used to make these bars low-carb often wreak havoc on gut bacteria, leading to inflammation, bloating, and weakened immunity, all subtle signs of biological aging. And here's a little-known fact. A chronically irritated gut doesn't just affect digestion. It affects mental clarity, skin elasticity, and even sleep quality, all of which determine how youthful you feel and look. So while you may think you're making a smart post-workout choice, you're actually fueling the very processes that age you from the inside out. Instead, opt for whole food snacks, a boiled egg, a handful of raw almonds, or a spoonful of grass-fed yogurt with berries. Next, we uncover the final health hero that's quietly disrupting your hormones and damaging your skin. A drink most people consider innocent. For decades, we were told that skim milk was the healthier choice, lower in fat, better for your heart, and ideal for weight management. But the truth is, stripping milk of its natural fat doesn't make it healthier. It makes it inflammatory. When you remove the fat, you also remove the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, which play a critical role in cell regeneration, immune health, and hormonal balance. What's left behind is a watery mix of lactose and protein, often fortified artificially and processed at high temperatures, which denatures the proteins and makes them harder to digest. Even worse, skim milk causes a sharp insulin spike, more so than full-fat milk, because the body absorbs the sugars faster without fat to slow digestion. Over time, those insulin spikes can contribute to insulin resistance, weight gain, and, you guessed it, faster aging. And here's the kicker. That low-fat label psychologically encourages overconsumption. People end up drinking more, thinking it's healthy, when in reality they're flooding their system with aging triggers. Instead, full-fat organic milk, or better yet, alternatives like unsweetened almond or coconut milk can provide nutrients without the cellular damage. And now, the final twist. Even if you cut these foods, you're still aging, unless you actively eat the right ones. In the next part, we shift gears. 3 anti-aging foods that literally slow cellular decay. You won't want to miss it. It's one of the most misleading health foods in modern diets, whole wheat bread. We've been told it's the smarter, heart-healthier choice compared to white bread, but most commercially sold whole wheat products are nothing more than cleverly marketed imposters. These breads are often made from highly refined flour that's only tinted brown to look whole, while lacking the bran and germ that contain the fiber, antioxidants, and essential nutrients that actually support long-term health. What's worse, these breads usually have a glycemic index that rivals candy, meaning they spike your blood sugar fast, triggering a release of insulin, which over time promotes fat storage, chronic inflammation, and cellular damage, 3 major drivers of premature aging. And here's the kicker. Repeated blood sugar spikes damage your collagen and elastin, accelerating skin aging from the inside out. Many of these breads are also full of preservatives, emulsifiers, and dough conditioners like azodicarbonamide. Yes, the same chemical used in yoga mats, which disrupt your gut lining and hormonal balance. Plus, the wheat used is often genetically modified and drenched in glyphosate, a herbicide that's been linked to mitochondrial dysfunction, DNA damage, and inflammation. That means, instead of feeding your body something wholesome, you're fueling a silent storm that erodes your energy, brain clarity, and skin health over time. Even worse, the phytic acid in these breads binds to minerals like zinc, magnesium, and calcium, preventing proper absorption. So even if you're eating healthy elsewhere, your body may never get the benefit. Whole wheat bread isn't just bread. It's a biochemical trigger that accelerates the very aging you're trying to slow down. They're in nearly every kitchen, every restaurant, and almost every packaged food on the shelf. Vegetable oils like canola, soybean, corn, and sunflower. Marketed for decades as the heart-healthy alternative to butter, these oils were pushed into our diets under the banner of reducing saturated fat. But the truth is far more disturbing. These industrial seed oils are extracted using high heat and chemical solvents like hexane, which damage the delicate omega-6 fatty acids, turning them into highly unstable, oxidized compounds. Once inside your body, they generate free radicals, rogue molecules that attack your cell membranes, mitochondria, and even DNA, accelerating the breakdown of tissues and speeding up every hallmark of aging. Even worse, the typical Western diet is already flooded with omega-6 fats, creating a dangerous imbalance with omega-3s that fuels chronic inflammation, the silent engine behind heart disease, dementia, arthritis, and wrinkles. But it doesn't stop there. Studies now show that a diet high in vegetable oils correlates with shortened telomeres, which are the protective caps at the ends of your DNA, literally your biological aging clock. And while you're being told to drizzle heart-friendly oils over your salad, what you're really doing is silently aging your arteries, your skin, your brain. These oils also degrade into toxic aldehydes when heated, compounds linked to neurodegeneration and cancer. And since they're in nearly every restaurant fryer and convenience food, escaping them requires real awareness. So while you think you're choosing better than butter, your cells are begging for mercy. If there's one thing to cut today to reclaim your youth from the inside out, it's these inflammatory oils hiding in plain sight. They sit on grocery shelves with glowing labels: low fat, no added sugar, high protein, heart healthy. But peel back the marketing, and what you'll find is something far more sinister. Ultra-processed, chemically altered frankenfoods, disguised as wellness. Take flavored yogurts, marketed as a breakfast staple for the health-conscious. Most are loaded with added sugars, artificial sweeteners, stabilizers, and thickeners, turning what should be a probiotic-rich superfood into a dessert with a halo. And don't be fooled by low-fat versions either. When fat is removed, it's replaced with starch, gums, and emulsifiers to mimic the mouthfeel, chemicals your body never evolved to digest. The result? Insulin spikes, gut microbiome disruption, and a cascade of metabolic stress that accelerates glycation, the process where sugar molecules attach to collagen, stiffen it, and cause your skin to wrinkle and sag. Or let's talk about so-called healthy granola bars and protein snacks. Read the label, and you'll find soy protein isolates, corn syrup solids, maltodextrin, hydrogenated oils, and synthetic vitamins, a biochemical assault on your liver and mitochondria. These products raise blood sugar, fuel systemic inflammation, and keep your cells locked in a constant state of oxidative stress. Worst of all, they create a false sense of eating well, making you less likely to make truly nourishing choices like whole vegetables, nuts, or clean proteins. And the marketing? It's weaponized. Companies know you're trying to eat better as you age, so they co-opt wellness buzzwords to sell hyper-palatable, addictive food-like substances that speed up the very aging you're trying to fight. So the next time a food screams healthy on the front of the package, turn it around. Read the ingredients and ask yourself this: is it made by nature or by a lab? We've spent years, decades really, chasing youth in all the wrong places. Serums that promise to erase wrinkles overnight, supplements with glossy packaging and even glossier claims, diet fads that come and go like the seasons. And yet, the truth about aging, real cellular aging, isn't found in magic pills or one-off hacks. It's found in the unsexy, unmarketable, and often overlooked truths of metabolic health. It's found in what you put in your body every single day. Because aging isn't just about birthdays. It's about inflammation, oxidative stress, mitochondrial dysfunction, and glycation. And those are directly affected by the food you eat, the sleep you get, the stress you carry, and the movement you make. Let's talk about food again, because this is where most people either speed up or slow down their biological clock. Every bite you take either fuels longevity or fuels degeneration. That healthy protein bar you grabbed in a rush, it's flooding your system with seed oils and blood sugar spiking syrups. The margarine you spread on your toast because you thought it was better than butter, it's packed with trans fats that destroy arterial elasticity. Even that fruit juice labeled 100% natural, it's a sugar bomb with zero fiber, triggering a blood glucose roller coaster that batters your insulin sensitivity. But here's the secret most people miss. The path to staying young doesn't begin in a clinic. It begins in your kitchen. Real food, eaten consistently, heals. Dark leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, omega-3 rich fish, sulfur-rich alliums like garlic and onion, and antioxidant-loaded berries. These are the real anti-aging arsenal. These foods don't just sit in your stomach. They talk to your genes, switch on longevity pathways, reduce chronic inflammation, and support mitochondrial function. They slow down telomere shortening. They balance your gut microbiome. They stabilize your blood sugar. This is science, not marketing. And aging isn't just physical. It's cognitive, emotional, energetic. What you feed your body, you feed your brain. When you clean up your diet, you don't just look better. You think sharper, move faster, feel more alive. The fog lifts. Your joints stop aching. Your skin glows without needing a $200 cream. The world starts to feel lighter. And the best part? It's never too late. Whether you're 45, 60, or 80, your body is still listening. It wants to heal. It wants to thrive. But you have to give it the right language. And that language is real food, deep sleep, movement, purpose, and peace. So, if you've made it this far, ask yourself, are you ready to stop outsourcing your health to headlines and hype? Are you ready to take it back? One bite, one breath, one choice at a time. If the answer is yes, then you've already started aging backward. And trust me, your future self is already thanking you.